Sadashiva Samarambham Śaṅkarāchārya Madhyamam Asmadācārya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Tapobhihi Kshina Papanam Shantanam Vitaraginam Mumukshonam Apekshyoyam Atmabodho Vidhiyate. I think we finished with the 32nd shloka. We have to start from the 33rd. So, evam Shravana Prakaram Muktva Manana Prakaram Aha Dvabhyam. In 32 and 33, he is going to talk about Mananam here. Shravanam is over, so what sort of a Shruti Vakyam that you have to listen to. And now he starts off with the Manana Prakara in this shloka 32. Dehanyatvat nameya janma jarakarshya layadayaha shabdadi vishayaihi sangaha nirindriyataya nacha. So there is no sangam because there is no indriya, there is no connection with the indriyas. Hence, all of the indriyas which have to take in those vishayas are also not functioning here. Because I am different from the Atma is different from the Deha, from the body. Janma, Jara, Karshya, Layadayaha, na me. I do not have either, neither do I have birth, the Shadbhava Vikaras, Jayate, Asti, Vardhate, Viparinamate, Kshiyate, Nashyati. These are the 6 Bhava Vikaras that we have, transformations that a body goes through. None of these are present in the body. Now, in the Atman, they are all present only in the body. Now, where is the pramanam for this? How do I believe this? The next shloka gives the Shruti pramanam for this shloka here. So, yat suchitam atmanaha sukhadukkadi rahitatvam tadeva sahetukam vispashtayati. So, what has been already indicated that the Atma is without sukham or dukkham, that he is now giving or substantiating it with evidence from Shruti. Amanastvan name dukkha ragadvesha bhayadayaha aprano hyamana shubra iti ityadi shruti shasanat. So there should be a space between these two. This is a direct quotation from Mundakopanishad. Apranaha hi amanaha shubhraha ityadi shruti shasanat. Shruti shasanat. Amanastvat name dukkha. How do we go about contemplation? We know what we have read, and slowly we have to, at every situation, we have to keep telling ourselves that this Atma is not manas. It is the mind that is thinking about something. It is the mind that is experiencing dukkha, raga, dvesha, bhaya, etc. Ete na me, these do not belong to me. Again, here also you should have, ideally you should have a space here. So, amanastvat na me dukkha raga dvesha bhayadayaha. Dukkha, since I do not have any manas, that is, since the Atma is not connected with, should not ideally be connected with the manas, but it is, that we can't help it. So, we are slowly trying to separate that connection here. So, amanastvat, because the Atma does not have manas, me atmanaha, the Atma cannot have dukkham, grief, nor can it have raga, attachment, or dvesha, hatred, bhaya, fear, etc. You can add all of the other shadripus here. Kama, krodha, kama, lobha, moha, etc. The Shruti Shasanat, this we come to know because of the Shruti words, the words from the Veda, which is the Mundakopanishad. And he quotes the text itself here. Aprano hi amanaha shubhraha. This is in 1 minute. Where is this? No. 4 to 1. No. Okay. Yeah, 4th. Dvitiyam Mundakam. 2, 1, 2. Yes. Okay. Divyo hi amurtaf purushaha sabahya bhyantaro hyajaha aprano hi amanaha shubhraha hi aksharat parataf paraha. So this is from Mundakopanishad, Dvitiyam Mundakam, Pratamah Khandaha, the second one. Okay. 2, 1, 2. Divyaha Divya Purushaha. So Divya here is not divine or belonging to Swarga ityadi. So Divya is Swayam Prakasha Swarupa, Swayam Jyotish Tvat. And then Amurtaha, Murti Varjitaha, there is no form, Nirakaraha, there is no form to the Atma, Purushaha, Purishete, Purishayaha, one who resides within the body. Sabahya Abhyantaraha, he Ajaha. Bahya Abhyantarena Vartate, he is present with the Bahyam and Abhyantara Indriyas. That is in the sense of he is confined by all of these things. At the same time, he is Ajaha, which is the Atman is not born. Apranaha, there is no pranan to it. Amanaha, no manas. Shubhraha, that is that Kriya Shakti is not present in the Atma. The Kriya Shakti is only present in Maya. That is why you don't have pranan for the Atma here. There is a chalanam that is needed for the movement of the air inside the body. And that movement represents Kriya, and Atma is Nishkriyaha. So it is not possible for it to have pranan. Manas, again, in the same manner, there is a sankalpa vikalpatmakam that is needed for the mind. The mind has to function and thoughts have to come in. That is the mind. So those type of thoughts or sankalpa vikalpa is not present in Atma. So amanaha. Aksharat parataha paraha. Etasmat jayate pranaha manaha sarvendriyani cha. The third one here is going to quote in the Vyakhyanam itself. Etasmat jayate pranaha. It's only from Atma with the association of avidya or maya. Prana, manas, sarvendriyani, all the indriyas. Kham, vayuhu, jyotihi, apaha, prithvi, vishwasya dharini. Prithvi, which bears the weight of the entire world. Akasham, kham, akasham. Sky, vayuhu, jyotihi, agni. Apaha, water, and Prithvi, Dharitri, who is the and all of these Shabda, Sparsha, everything else comes from this Atmaswarupa. They are created by the Maya when associated with the Chaitanya. So this is the Shruti Vakyam here, that is the Pramanam for this 33rd Shloka here. So Aprano hi amanaha shubhraha. Shubhraha. Shubhrahangarche, what does he mean by Shubhra here? Sattva-guna, Shuddha, Upadhi Rahitaha, iti karanat Shubhra. Because he is aprana, prana rahitaha, amanaha, mana rahitaha, mano rahitaha. So, Shubhra. Since he doesn't have pranan and manas, the upadhi of pranan and manas is not there, hence Atmaswarupa is Shuddha, Shubhraha. Ityadi Shruti Shasanat. So he quotes from the Mundakopanishad here, directly from there. Aprano hi amanaha Shubhraha, Aksharat parataha paraha. Aksharat parataha paraha. Aksharam, that which cannot be. When you think of any bijam, when you think of the source for anything, he is the source of all source. So aksharat parataha paraha. Kham vayuhu etasmat pranaha manas sarvendriyani cha kham vayuhu jyotihi apaha prithvi vishwasya dharini ityadi shrutinam shasanat. Shasanat pratipadanat. Shasanam also means rule of a king, like an order of a king. Here when you say shruti shasanam, it is not the order of the Vedas, but it's more like the revelation or what is being said by the Vedas here. So shrutinam shasanat hetoho, because of that, when we want to think that we are not the manas or the Atma is not the manas, we need some sort of an evidentiary proof to support that thought in our mind. That is the role that Shruti plays here. So amanastvat, manorahitatvat, me mama dukkha ragadvesha bhayadayaha na. Now what each one? Dukkham, adhyatmika adi janya vyatha. Okay. Adhyatmika, adi bhautika, and adi daivika. These are the tapatrayam, the three sufferings that we go through. Adhyatmika would mean with respect to the body, Adi Bhautika with respect to the Panchabhutas or atmospheric conditions. Adi Daivika would mean fate. The vyatha or the dukkham, the grief that arises because of these three things. Ragaha, iha para vishaya asaktihi. Raga is attachment to both objects of this world and objects of the swarga. So iha para vishaya asakti is raga. Dvesha is hatred, and because of hatred, there is an anger also associated with hatred. Bhayam. Bhayam is the opposite. He takes it as the opposite of raga here. He takes parebhyaha, chora, vyagradibhyaha. Usually raga, dvesha are opposites, right? That's what we always think about. But raga is attachment towards the objects here, whereas bhaya is fear of objects that are present in this world and fear of narakam also, something in the other world also. So parebhyaha, from others there is a fear, like chora, thief, or vyagradibhyaha, wild animals like tiger, etc. Kumbhipaka Rauravadi Narakebhyaha Janya Bhitihi. Bhiti, a bhayam or a fear that arises from different kinds of narakam. When you read everybody would say Garuda Puranam is the most terrible one, but Devi Bhagavatam also has a lot of description of the narakas there. So Kumbhipaka Rauravadi, these are names of the different kinds of tortures that you go through in narakam. So etebhyaha narakebhyaha bhitihi, a fear from these narakas. Ādi Shabdena, Ādi here, he refers to this Ādi, etc. in this particular compound. So Ādi refers to Lobha Mohadayaha Sarve Durgunaha Na Santi. None of these bad qualities are present in this Atma. Iti Manana Prakaraha. This is the method of contemplation that you have to go through. Dehendriya Buddhyadi tat dharma tat karma tad avasthadikam akhanda anandaika rasasya atmanaha kalatraye api nasti iti bodhyaha mumukshubihi iti dvayoho bhavaha. The earlier shloka and this shloka, dvayoho here refers to shloka number 32 and shloka number 33. The mumukshu, a person who desires moksha, he has to understand things in this format. His understanding should be of this format. What is that? Deha indriya buddhyadi kalatraye api atmanaha nasti. In all three times, that is past, present and future, for the Atma, Atmanaha, which is Akhanda Anandaika Rasaha, it's a partless bliss form, right? So, Tasya Atmanaha, for that Atma, in all three times, these things cannot be present at all. What are those? Deham cannot be present in Atma. The body cannot be present. Indriyas are not there in the Atma. Buddhyadi, Buddhi is also not present, or no, it is not Atma. The dharma of the deham, which is sthula, sukshma, krisha, etc. There are many qualities which are associated with the body. Those qualities cannot be attributed to the Atman. You can't say, I am fat. So it is only the body that is big, large, the body that is small. So these are the deha dharma. Deha karma. So let's take one by one here. Deha, tad dharma, tad karma, tad avastha. So there are three things associated with each of these koshas. The first kosha is Deham, which is the Annamaya kosha. It has its own dharma, its own karma, and its own avastha. What is its dharma? The qualities that you associated with the body, like largeness, thinness, all of these. These cannot be superimposed upon Atma. These cannot be associated with Atma. What are the works that the body does? Like walking, karmendriya. Walking, sitting, catching, etc. These are the tat karma, deha karma. Deha avastha, the state of the body. Like it is tired, it's happy or not happy, very exuberant, something, energetic. All of these are the different states of the body here. So that is also not possible for the Atma. The Atma cannot feel energetic or tired. It's only the body that is tired or this thing. That's why a lot of people, even when their body is aging, their mind tells them that, you are energetic. So because it's actually the mind that is energetic, but the body is failing probably. So you can see that then it automatically shows that those dharmas cannot be present in Atma. That Atma should be different from that body. The next you take Indriya, the same way, Indriya, Tad Dharma, Tad Karma, and Tad Avastha. So you take each one of those Indriyas here, and Indriya has a dharma to it. Let's take the eye. The eye is either bright or not, or it has a quality. It's a big eye, small eye, sharp eye. All of these things are there. There is a dharma to it. Colors that are associated with the eye or the ear. Then karma, what it does, it sees the objects. That is the karma associated with Indriya. Avastha, whether it is blind, partially blind, not blind, it can see, not see, it can see only colors, it cannot see colors. There are so many avastha, states of the Indriyas, which is also not present in the Atma. This is the process that we have to go through in Mananam, contemplation. Next, you go to Buddhi, what you think. The Buddhi Dharma is any of those qualities that you want, like I am intelligent, I am not intelligent, I don't know anything, I know everything. These kinds of knowledge is also a Buddhi Dharma here, right? So that karma, what does the mind keep on doing, or the Buddhi keeps doing? It starts taking decisions based on whatever it sees outside also. And avastha, oh, my brain is not functioning, even though I am seeing, my brain is overloaded, we say. So there is a state of the Buddhi also. But none of these are connected with the Atma here. These are all Deha, Indriya, Buddhyadi, Dharma, Karma, Avastha. Atmanaha Kalatraye api nasti. This is not present in the Atma in all three times. This is how a mumukshu has to think in his mind. Okay. So amanastvat name dukkha raga dvesha bhayadayaha अप्राणो हि अमना शुभ्र इत्यादि श्रुति शुभ्रः इत्यादि श्रुति शासनात्. एवं मनन प्रकारम् उक्त्वा अथ गुरु अनुग्रह अनुरूपेण शिष्य भावना प्रकारम् आह त्रिभिः. In the next three shlokas, he talks about the bhavana or the anubhava, the experience of a student when he gets the grace of the Guru. Guru anugraha anurupena, according to the anugraha of a Guru. What is the bhavana, what is the experience that a Shishya goes through? See, the first stage was what we said before was just mananam. He has heard so much of Shruti Vakyam, so he keeps on contemplating at every step. So one day when you feel tired, you say, okay, it is only the body that is feeling tired. If the Atma is not feeling tired, this is a manana prakaraha. The next stage is you don't even go through that manana prakaram, but instead you are only thinking about the swarupam of the Atma, which is the experience of the individual. And that sort of an experience can occur only through a Guru Anugraha, or a grace of the Guru. Nirgunaha, Nishkriyaha, Nityaha, Nirvikalpaha, Niranjanaha, Nirvikaraha, Nirakaraha, Nityamuktosmi, Nirmalaha. It's like one mantra jabam here. Nirgunaha, aham, asmi, aham, or aham is not here at all. You just take asmi as aham asmi. Pratyag abhinnam brahma, I am different from the jivan, or the jiva aham is the same as the Brahman in its essence. The jiva also does not have any of the gunas, just as how Brahman also does not have the gunas. So you are slowly removing the upadhis and talking about the only essence of the jiva and the essence of Ishvara, which is Atma and Brahman. So aham represents the pratyagatma, which is the true nature of jiva. And this jiva, true nature of the jiva or Atma, is none other than Brahma, which is nirguna. Why is it nirguna? No, there are no qualities with it. Buddhi abhavat guna rahitaha. Only if there is buddhi, you can grasp qualities. When there is no buddhi in Atma, it cannot grasp any qualities, nor can qualities exist in it. So, guna rahitaha, nirgunaha. Shabdadehe, Sattvadehe, Vilakshanaat, Gunarahitaha. Okay, it is different from any of the gunas that we know about. It is not red, it is not white, it is not loud, it is not. That sort of a experience comes about now. Nishkriyaha. Indriya abhavat vyapara shunyaha. There is no indriyas for the Atma Swarupa. All the indriyas belong to the outer body, the Sthula Shariram or the Sukshma Shariram. It does not belong to the Atma here. Right? So, Indriya abhavat nishkriyaha. There is no activity associated with the Atma. Nityaha avasthatraya sakshitvat nasha rahitaha. It is without any destruction because nityaha, eternal. Why is it eternal? Avasthatraya sakshi. It is only a sakshi or a witness to everything. Witness to past, present and future. Witness to sthula, sukshma and karana. Witness
just
to
lost you for just a few seconds.
Jagrat.
It was just me.
உங்களுக்கு தான் நினைக்கிறேன். I think it's just எப்போ சொல்லுங்க?
Okay.
I can repeat.
Okay.
So nityaha avasthatraya sakshitvat. Because he is a sakshi or a witness for all three states. What are the three states that we are talking about? It can be anything. You can think of it as Jagrat, Swapna and Sushupti. In all three states, the I factor is present constantly. So he is eternal. And then avasthatraya can mean past, present and future. I existed in my earlier janmas. I am undergoing one janma now. I will be going through another several janmas. You know, that sort of a column is also, that I factor is there constantly. So avasthatraya sakshi, it is the witness for any avastha here. Hence nasha rahitaha. Nirvikalpaha. So nirgunaha, nishkriyaha, nityaha. Nirvikalpo niranjanaha. Nirvikalpaha here is, vikalpa is a manana shunyatvat. Mananam happens only in the manas and the buddhi realm. Is it this? Is it not this? You are trying to analyze. That sort of an analysis goes only in the sankalpa vikalpa stage. And sankalpa vikalpa happens only with the manas and buddhi. That is not present in Atma. Hence it is nirvikalpaha. There is no doubt here. Niranjanaha, Anjana is அதாவது Anjana also means that the மையின் சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, ஒட்டிக்கிறது. There is nothing that is sticking to it. So it does not have anything within it, which means avayava. So the hand is sticking to the body, the head is sticking to the neck. Tatha, there is some kind of a avayavi sambandha there, parts. So Niranjana is that which does not have any parts here, partless. Yadva sarva prakashakatvat nitaram rajayati iti Niranjana. Sarvam prakashayati iti Niranjanaha. Niranjana also means that which illuminates everything, illumines everything. It is Swayam Prakasha Swarupa, and it is like the light. I told you, you don't need another light to show me where the torchlight is. You don't need another deepa to show. We saw that Anya deepa apeksha nasti iti. Okay, so nirvikaraha. Vikara, linga deha abhavat, vikara shunyaha. So vikara, it doesn't change at all. What is the changes that happen? Linga deha abhavat ingrar therila. Linga shariram is the sukshma shariram. Only sukshma sharira gives you all the vikaras? Not necessary. The vikaras the transformations can exist in the sthula shariram also. So it is actually changeless because it is not attached to both the sukshma and the sthula shariram. There is no change to it.
If I may share, for Atmabodha, all these vikaras apply only to sthula shariram, not sukshma shariram.
Sukshma illa.
Illa, sukshma illa. Sthula sharirathula da, it says shat vikaravat. The asti jayate vartate viparanamate apakshiyate vinashyati applies only to
applies only to the body. It only applies to the sthula sharira. So that is why nirvikaraha. Sthula sharira abhavat, sthula deha abhavat nirvikaraha. iti vaktavyaha. Okay. Nirakaraha. Anga abhavat akriti shunyaha. The Atma doesn't have parts, so it is nirakaraha. There is no form to it. Nitya muktaha. It is ever released, that is liberated. It is never bound. Abadha. It is not bound by Maya. Maya and Tatkarya Sambandha Shunyatvat. Because it is not bound by Maya, there is no upadhi to it. Upadhi rahitaha. So it is nitya muktaha. It is ever free. कालत्रये अपि मुक्तस्वरूपः निर्मलः निर्मलः antakaranavritti-shunyatvat nishkalankah. There is no malam or impurities in it because it is not touched by antakaranavritti, the thoughts of the manas. So ragadveshadi mala rahitah. It is without any impurities like raga, dvesha, etc. Because those raga, dvesha are all part of the antakaranam again. Okay, this is the manana the bhavana experience. Nirguno nishkriyaha, nirguno nishkriyo nityo nirvikalpo niranjanaha, nirvikaro nirakaro nityamuktosmi nirmalaha. Okay, the other two are also part of this, so we'll go over the next two in the next class. Sarya?
I think maybe he is putting that.
Sorry, yeah. Go on. I wanted to record that. So, yeah.
No, I think the Linga Deha, which is the Sukshma Sharira, also is full of transformations, right? So there are vikaras in it, whether we're talking about the pranas or we're talking the manas or buddhi or anything that belongs to Linga Deha. So the absence of this is absence in the Atman. So
in the form of samskara.
Yes, samskara, or just the activities of the
as
pranas.
The sthula shariram accumulates and does the activities, there is a samskara that goes to the linga deham also, and that kind of a transformation also happens as we go through the janmas, because the linga shariram has to interact with the sthula shariram, so it needs that kind of a transformation also. Okay, so the shadbhava vikaras may exist in the sthula deha, but linga deha also has its own set of transformations that go on, which is absent in the Atma. Okay, fine. Okay, I guess, yes. So,
oh, it's wonderful.
Nice.